If you work in HR, you run a business, you need to know about this SHRM lawsuit. So SHRM is the world's largest HR organization. They just got hit with an 11.5 million jury verdict for racial discrimination and retaliation. So Michael, what do employers need to take away from this?
Matt, that's a great question, and there are a few things. First, performance documentation always should tell a consistent story. In this case, the employee in question had a glowing reputation, and that was the case right up to termination. The termination occurred shortly after that employee filed a discrimination claim. And that's a pattern destined for disaster with a jury. Second, when a discrimination complaint is raised, you need trained HR and legal involved immediately. In this case, SHRM brought all the parties together with a facilitator who had no qualifications. I don't think it's hard to understand that that's not a resolution, that's a liability. Lastly, the investigator assigned to her complaint was also helping her manager draft emails used to justify her firing. We're talking an utter conflict of interest that cost SHRM dearly.
There was no performance improvement plan in place. There was no formal warning. There was just a termination that came out of the blue.
That's exactly right. And a termination, Matt, should never be a surprise, especially on the heels of a protected complaint. The painful irony here is that we're talking about SHRM, which is one of the foremost leaders in this area creating practice guides, and yet still got burned. The lesson for employers is that it isn't the rules that are complicated, it's the policies on paper mean nothing if management is not being trained on how to follow them.
If a jury handed SHRM an $11.5 million suit, no employer is too sophisticated to get this wrong. This is why consistent HR processes and the right support aren't optional in today's business world.